Wow, with such a fat update patch. Aw, because we love you. Gosh, the developers are so neat. Team Fang. Do 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 do. Volcano High contains scenes of flashing images that may potentially trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Damn it, they didn't patch in extra save slots. Maybe one day. So last time on Goodbye Volcano High. Oh, there's also sounds. Also realize the title screen is literally just above the heads of the protagonists and the what do they call it? The in media res thing, because the game starts off with all of them on a beach, apparently after graduation, possibly waiting for the meteor to hit. And it's like thinking about our memories in the past and stuff, and what the yearbook was supposed to be. And there's like a bonfire. The the little sprinkles are embers from the fire. Took me long enough to realize that. But then again, having the wind there also like communicates it more. Like, yeah, wind on the beach. Totally makes sense. Fun fact, we always have to resist the urge when we're writing goodbye and Goodbye Volcano High to write it as good bite. As in good bite Volcano High. We're silly. Our brain is weird. Oh, but last time on Goodbye Volcano High, our band went and like auditioned essentially for Battle of the Bands, which we seemingly got in, but it seems that Fang may be hiding something from Trish, and I think that Trish's parts were not actually her playing it and she didn't know. Because it's the only thing that makes sense, because we want to say something, but also Fang was apprehensive about sharing a certain secret right after we got in. And considering there wasn't a lot of time in the like practicing process, and the fact that the MIDI controller for like basically redoing the parts of an old song of theirs had been like a struggle to create because of the time crunch. It makes sense that Trish's part, since it was supposed to be very basic, was gonna go. But Trish seems to be Fang's best friend, so it makes sense that Fang would have apprehensions about, you know, not technically lying, but more like misleading. It is interesting because Fang could very much go solo. They are good enough. But they value their friends and they value their band and those memories. But the music that they're making is not in line. The music they're making now is not in line with the music that their band was making. And it makes sense that Fang wants to move away from that because Fang is trying to explore different feelings and emotions and sounds in their music right now that doesn't reflect the music they used to make, which was very garage bandy and what's the word? At least from Fang's perspective, juvenile. Even though Trish and Reed would disagree. Well, maybe they wouldn't necessarily disagree, but they would think that's a good thing. Worm drama, Battle of the Bands at Java Lava. Oh, I have to do it with my. I was trying to do it with the D-pad. Speed lines, hand drawn, ooze, worm, feathers, grunge. I like grunge. Worm funeral. It's us. Cool wizard. Cool ass worm. A real ass worm. That actually would be a really cool album cover. Worm funeral. Damn, them worms, they got drama. I really like the cool wizard. Basic text? No. Ooh, I like the handwritten one. Blocky, very high school. Wingdings. Oh yeah, you could do that in like Microsoft Word or something. That's really funny. Maybe because of the Gemini symbol, I always think of Homestuck. Let's go with that one. And since all of my friends are nerds, they'll probably like it because LNL, aka D&D. I'm sure. A silent moment to themselves. Back at Volcano High.
You better remember us when you're famous.
I won't change.
Don't worry, I don't think I'm gonna change all that much. And we still have so much work to do. Like, we have to put up all these posters so people will actually show up and cheer for us.
Do you think all this get it energy is tied to the meteor?
The power of Stardust.
What do you mean?
Sometimes all you need is a push. Like today I drew the Eight of Wands. This is a higher power saying like, move it, girl! I was about to pass your ass, let's go!
That's a lot of pressure.
I don't know. I don't love the idea of being pushed. I want to be in control.
You still are. It's more like...
Moral support.
Yeah. I really believe that the cards just help us get clarity. It's not about the future so much as tuning into where you are right now. And what energy you can work with, and what energy you can send right to the trash. See ya, no thanks. You want to draw one?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Right? Think of a question. One of these three cards holds the answer.
Or something like that.
Not the answer. You're undermining what you just said by saying the answer. Cards. Should push at breakneck speed for getting worm drama off the ground and getting this van and doing what we can before this fucking meteor hits. How should I go about regulating? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a fluff bite by the toe. If they holler, let them go. If they cry, maybe say no. They'll piss themselves if you don't let them go right now, so don't? Oh, the hangman. Ah, titties.
Interesting. Any immediate feelings?
Maybe it's not as bad as it sounds.
How screwed am I?
Oh, babe, don't worry about it.
You didn't
answer the question.
Sorry to butt in, but we gotta run. School and all.
Right. Listen, find me later if you want. I can explain it a bit. Catch you later, shooting rock star.
Catch you later, rockin'
Card.
dino.
And all that stuff about the asteroid.
Is this the right path?
Things are starting to feel right. But what if it's all gonna come crashing down? Snap out of it, dork.
Join a club. The Dork Club.
It's close to the deadline for college applications, so if you've been procrastinating, consider your final snooze button pressed. Now, Naomi has generously offered to help anyone who may be struggling.
I can help with essays or proofreading.
whatever you need.
Any questions?
Yeah, so... why are we even doing this?
Well, you might not care that many of your classmates are looking to their future.
Sorry, really, but what future? I hate to break it to you, but this seems like a waste of time. I mean, the future we're looking at's got a big rock blasting through it.
No, the future is what we make it. I've worked really hard to get the life I want, and I'm not gonna let a big jerk rock ruin that.
He's got a point. Are we just gonna ignore it?
I guess I just don't see how anybody could ignore this.
Well, since you insist on the subject, presently, we are within the early detection period. As time goes on, it may appear that the probability of a collision increases. However, this is to be expected as more precision shrinks the field of probability. Ultimately, we can expect the probability of impact to go down over time. Statistically speaking, if it did impact the planet, it would most likely be on a sparsely populated area or the ocean. There will always be a reason to avoid difficult tasks. I advise you to desensitize yourself to it, or you'll never leave this classroom.
Whatever.
Primarily how you intend to excel under these unprecedented circumstances.
I think she has a point, though.
Perhaps the subject is not entirely irrelevant. It would stand you in good stead to reference the current events in your application letters.
You sent me a paper note to check my phone? What's wrong with you? Hey gang, it's Fang. Sorry. Also, their character name is Faye. Welcome, Faye. So glad you're joining. Guys, we're in class right now, but yay, Fang, Faye. I love that. Every friend group has that. Fucking nerd. You should dump all your stats into charisma. Do not dump all your stats into charisma. Coward. What's your weapon efficiency, though? Mine's a bat, like a baseball bat, not the animal. Although that would be great. Reed, I need a bat sidekick.
So, like I said, your Megazostrodon did not eat your homework. The asteroid does not excuse you from planning your future.
Hello?
I'm gonna hit the vending machines. See you practice, Dark Mage.
Ooh.
Don't worry about LNL. Reed is a really great DM, and you're a natural performer. I'm sure you'll be great.
Gosh, you're gay. Thanks, Naomi.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Really looking forward to it.
Ha! Yep. Yeah, and me too. Well, this is, I gotta...
Wow, that was awkward as hell. I don't know if it feels wrong to ship them in the sense that Fang may not be feeling it. I guess we'll have to see. What else is everyone scared about? The planet moves. We could be totally somewhere else by the time it even gets here. What are the odds of it coming right for where we're going to be? Like, has anyone actually checked? Did you miss picture day? Don't worry, makeup photos are scheduled for 3 nights next week in the school cafeteria. Ask your homeroom teacher for more information. Student council. There is no I in team, but we'll be, in your team. Cool slogan, Naomi. And that's why you should cast your vote for Naomi for student government representative. Go me, Naomi! I need that. I really don't think you have to worry about it, Mims. It's not like anyone really believes Bobby is gonna get them another summer break. Whatever that means. I just really need extracurriculars. We've got to apply to colleges next year. But public speaking, it just sucks. It really sucks. Hi, Naomi? Hi, vote for Naomi? I watched your speech and I was wondering, could I join the yearbook committee? I really like that you do things. Love that. That's a yes. Aw. I love that we see flashbacks with characters who aren't like us. Oh, right. She doesn't like public speaking, and she looks up
Stella,
to
hey.
Fang because Fang
hello.
can
So,
be
like,
in public
that
and
card.
speak.
This
Or
is
sing.
stupid, but is it for real?
Well, I don't know if real is the right word. It's as real as you make it. I think the energy we put out in the world comes back to us. You can believe whatever you want. The point is to take what you get and use it to reflect. Someone once said, great events turn on small hinges. Sometimes drawing a card lets you think about the small hinges you turn to get to where you are, and how you want to be going forward.
You're an oracle.
I know, babe.
Not gonna lie, the hanged man seems a bit bad.
Well, I mean, okay, listen. There's no such thing as a bad card. They're tools. They're like little windows that give you a new way of looking at things that are already there in your life. So the hanged man looks bad. But what it represents isn't as bad. Essentially, it means that you're taking a break and that things are out of your control at the moment, which is definitely scary. But this guy appears as a sign to surrender to the chaos. Just for a second. Let things breathe. Look at them in a new way. Don't try to force your way through. Surrender to what is.
But it all feels uncertain now. Like the chaos just looks so much worse than it ever has. I used to ram into the future. Now it scares me. I mean, what if it ends before we even get started?
We have started. I can't say that I never get all despairy, but the future isn't a thing without the present.
Well, the present seems like it's making a bad future.
Maybe. But there's beauty in the present, whether we end up where we want or not. Maybe we won't get past this. Maybe we will. Either way, it's better to be now than afraid of what's next.
Can I be both?
We're all both sometimes, babe. As long as you're here, you're here.
How did you become so wise?
My family used to move around a lot. I had to deal with things being less stable. I like to think there's at least a higher order to make sense of the chaos. There's a lot of stuff that's out of my control. Tarot, mysticism, it lets me work things out. It also lets me predict Sage's love life, which I mean, come on.
Worth it just for that. Thanks, Stell.
Finding order in the chaos. Chaos is tasty. Oh, the poster I made is on the walls. Hey Sid, wild rumor going around is that you put up the band posters? Gossip, right? Anyway, did you? Yeah. Sick, right? You gonna be there?
Yeah, I never thought I'd see LJ look at us like...
Like she didn't want to squish us out of existence? Seriously, dude. Amazing.
Who put up the poster outside?
Yo.
Nice.
God, I can't wait to destroy swamp babies. Who's feeling smug in their leather pants now?
More like... bog... olds.
Huh?
No.
I'll workshop it.
Please. I want to see baby tears. I mean,
How
not like
dare
that,
you.
Like the band.
crying.
Oh, okay, the
We'll
band.
workshop it.
So how does this battle thing work anyway? LJ just picks whoever she likes most? Because she personally texts you, so...
Kind of. But it's not just that, or even who has the best songs.
Stage
It's
presence?
also who the audience liked the most. And not just liked, but who they connected with, you know?
Yeah. And whoever LJ can get people to come see.
Yeah, that's why the posters are so important. If we don't have anyone there for us, we're not gonna have an audience to connect with.
Okay, no problem. We could win this thing right now.
Not really. I mean, we hate swamp babies,
Wetland grannies.
but everyone else pretty much loves them. So we need 3 killer new songs. Like what LJ was asking for originally. I have some ideas.
Wait, we're not just doing the songs we just did that, you know, won?
I mean, that'd definitely be easier, but she said new songs. We got lucky just reworking the old stuff for the audition. Plus, we have a big chance now. We've got to use it to let people see the real worm drama.
You mean us?
Yeah, but like the us we're gonna be when we're out on tour, you know? Not just high school kids. So, did you put up the rest of the posters? 'Cause I can print more.
I only took that one to school. Figured we'd have it covered. But I gave the rest to Orson to put up on his delivery route.
Oh.
Smart.
Oh no! I forgot to take them out of my bag. Dude, I'm so sorry.
So, just put them up now.
So, they are thoroughly slimed.
Slimed?
Slimed?
Okay, so I brought Mango to school again because I think she might have separation anxiety. My dad told me she makes like a whimpering sound when I'm gone, and that made my heart explode. Anyway, she just sleeps in here all day anyway, so no one even knows. But she kind of sometimes sleep slimes. Like most of the time. Like all the time.
Cool.
Sometimes I
That's
slime in my
very
sleep.
gross.
So I was gonna put the posters in my locker. Mango? Wait. Mango? She's not here! Oh my god, she got out!
Oh, uh-oh.
Okay, when did you last see or feel her in there?
I don't know. Lunch, I guess? That was over an hour ago. She could be anywhere. I have to find her.
It's okay. We're gonna help you look.
Well, she's probably on whatever floor.
Right, Fang?
Totally. Practice canceled. Let's find a worm.
Okay, first.
Wow, we're on
triangulate
some worm
and make
drama.
bait. Here are some moss biscuits that Rosa made for her. Mango loves them.
We're gonna find her. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Worm hunt commence.
Okay, if I were a weird little worm thing, where would I go? Wait. Do I smell slime?
YOLO slime. YOLO.
Of course I've seen a mango. Seen all kinds of fruits, man. Oh, a worm? I didn't know mango worms were a thing. I'll keep an eye out next time I'm in the grocery store, though.
Oh my god. This fucking pothead. Christ. Cool. That's very gross. Love that line. What does the slime smell like? I'm not sure. I think Trish mentioned it before. Let's check the auditorium.
Have I seen a worm? Have I seen a worm? Did you see my shirt? It went down the hall. I have to go change.
I'm sorry.
in the trash, aren't you? You're gonna make me dig through trash. Okay, okay.
Well, at least there's something in there, unlike 90% of RPGs. No leak. All of my pee is in one place, spread across a wide area. Whoa! Ah, it was like a music thingy. Huh, I want to retry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Would you believe she ran right up to me? Damn, I got slimed. Well, that's another thing to replayability on. I gotta be ready for that sort of thing. Damn, that hangman card is sexy as hell. So your post is around school today. Congrats on the gig. Are you excited? I'm kind of nervous, actually. Trying to get others up to speed. Wait, are you coming to the show? Maybe. But what's going on with the band? That's what I'm trying to figure out, to be honest. Trish doesn't seem as excited about BTOB about the bands as I thought she would be. Even though it's what we've been dreaming about since we were 13. And she doesn't have time to learn the new songs. But I can't seem to write them anyway, so pretty stuck right now. Any advice? Any ideas at all? What's ahead if you can't beat what's inside of you? Look at your future in the face, and your courage will spread like fire. Are you a motivational speaker? Well, no. It's from a show. Pretty Heroes? The cartoon? Oh my god, I love that when I was younger. LOL, I still love it. Such a nerd. But it's really sweet. The messages are so cheesy, but they always inspire me. I don't know. I need more of that. I wish there were more things like that. Well, I bet your song is way better than you think. I really want to hear it. Pretty Heroes. Huh. Am I gonna write a song called Pretty Heroes now? Oh, I'm writing a song. I'm writing a song. When the fire falls from on high, we won't sit around and let the world go by. We won't sit around and let the world go by. And in the love we have internalized. A lot of work went into this game to switch lyrics around. Wow. We won't back down, fear in our eyes. And when the end times crystallize, we won't sit around and let the world go by. And the fire falls from on high. Oh, that's the meteor. We won't back down, fear in our eyes. And when the fire falls from on high.
Huh. Who are you?
You just totally helped me write some lyrics. You're the best. You really inspired me. So now you pretty much have to come to the show. Maybe I'll come to the show. I'm really glad I started talking to you, Lo. Me too.
Hey, hi, hello. Look what I found.
Oh, hey, they turned out pretty good, huh? Almost makes me wish Mom and Dad were back to see me actually succeeding at music. Imagine that.
He's mad.
You're not getting it. Probably because you completely ignored my texts today, but it took me forever to pull them all down.
Dude, what the
hell?
fuck?
I had to. Lava Java serves beer after 5. You can't advertise that in a school, Fang.
What? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Who even cares?
The principal, the school board, the school could get a huge fine. And I'm the student representative. Class president takes the blame.
There's no,
Come on. I don't believe that. No one cares that much.
Except me, the real person in front of you. I didn't make the rule, but I'm responsible for it. That's why I sent you like 10 texts that I'm sure are still unread. I could have helped you put stickers over the venue name or something. Everyone knows where it is anyway.
Can't I have one thing, Nasser? Why do you have to ruin this for me?
That's what you think I'm trying to do?
You're the one who locked yourself into Mom and Dad's little plan for you. Sorry I'm not doing presentations on, like, admissions essays or whatever.
Uh-oh.
You guys can't stand to see me do what I want if it isn't go to college, get a job, work. I'm into music, so I'm doing that. It's not that complicated. You can do whatever and be happy.
Yeah, guess I wasn't chosen for greatness.
That's not what
not
they're
what I meant.
saying.
Oh yeah? You don't get it, do you? I don't have it easy, Fang. I don't actually just do whatever. I don't have that kind of freedom.
And I do? I am sick of everyone treating me like some spoiled brat.
Stop acting like
I don't
one.
bust my ass. If I was studying every night to be a doctor or something,
You'd be Naomi.
right. And everyone would love me for it.
Everyone does not love
At
Naomi.
least they'd assume I was doing something valuable. And no one would think I had all this freedom. They'd just think I knew what I wanted and how to get it.
Oh, wow.
Is that how Trish feels too? Feels like I haven't seen her around as much lately.
What are you getting at?
Are they gonna let me say it?
Honestly, I don't know what's up with her.
Yeah, maybe this isn't the sure thing you want it to be. What's the worst that could happen if you have a backup? Not starve? Make Mom and Dad a little bit happy? 'Cause otherwise, what? You live here forever?
You and me both, right? Or do you have big dreams?
I'm still figuring that out.
What's your plan B? What's your plan A, now that you mention it?
Oh, that's going
I
for the
don't
throat.
Ha! Is that why you're nagging me so hard right now? Do you want me to help you figure out what you want to be when you grow up?
I'm not even graduating this year.
Really? Nothing.
I'm working on it. I still have time.
Oh, come on. All you have to say is doctor or lawyer. I'll text it to Mom and Dad right now.
I'm not just gonna say something to make you happy.
Imagine that. Why are you even doing all these activities then? Just to get a gold star for doing what everyone else tells you to? You shouldn't let Mom and Dad pressure you so much. Just do what you want.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
I promise it's not as scary as it seems.
So, Fang's the older one? Whoa! That's wild to me! Whoa, that totally, like, subverts the whole thing I had in my head thinking about their, like, interactions.
Faye, my dark mage. How fare you this fine eve?
Okay, we're jumping right in. Hi, fare thee.
Welcome, Faye. Always room for more magic.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, out of character. I'm really glad you're here. I made some last-minute changes to the story. I think it's gonna help get Trish on track for the concert.
Wait, so you do see that she's being kind of weird?
I mean, Trish isn't really doing anything on purpose. She's just got a lot of stuff going on.
Chef Jeff is served with hors d'oeuvres.
Please
Gay.
do not get on the table again, Sage.
Oh, I love these ones with the creamy stuff.
Oh, we got here just in time. Fresh snacks!
Look, I'm not gonna spoil the story, but just... we're all in this together. You know? That's what the game's all about.
High School Musical.
So maybe it'll make the whole band thing feel more... you know?
Yeah. I
I
hope
hope so. Oh, okay.
Previously on Legends and Lore, our party tracked Kef's cultists, hell-bent on ushering in a cataclysm of apocalyptic proportions to a confrontation that left the dark mage Faye unconscious. Kef has escaped, intent on summoning Braxis, an ancient god of death and destruction to this world. But Faye is stirring, and their amnesia is subsiding. The Elder Celeste leans in close to Faye on the deck of the Vagrant.
That was a nasty spell you took. How's your head? Not great, but I think I'm starting to remember some stuff. Go with it. In the meantime, let me reintroduce the crew. This is Sid, the captain. I'm Sid, the captain of our fair ship, the Vagrant. Hi, I'm Ollie, the troublemaker. I like getting into trouble. I'm Chef Jeff. I like punching and seasoning. I'm Mia, the vine mage. I like plants and stuff. I am Leanna of the Angelics. Honor and sacrifice. I also have knowledge. Tell us about yourself, Faye.
Oh, I didn't know I had to prepare anything.
But that's okay, perfectly fine. The Lore Maestro's guide says it's totally fine to not have a huge backstory already. Maybe we could get some suggestions from the table.
Oh, you're the long-lost heiress to a distant kingdom, banished as a child after an unjust coup.
Maybe you were an astute student until your aspirations turned unorthodox and you began studying the Scythe.
Or you were a traveling musician who signed away your soul for incredible talent with the guitar. Maybe that's how you lost your memories or something.
I like Naomi's idea. I'm a brilliant student of the Scythe. Spooky and cool. So happy to finally meet you, Faye. Come, everyone. We have much to talk about. Like Kep? Mia? Well, what? It's okay to dream. Mia has a crush on our enemy. It's not a crush. I just think he's handsome and charismatic. Sounds like a crush to me. Anyway, we interrogated the cultists last session and found out about the ritual they were performing in the Crystal Caves. Interrogated? You interrogated them? Ethically, using ethical magic. So, fancy torture. Ahem. We also learned that there may be some answers hidden in the ancient library, hidden above the clouds in the mist-woven archipelago. Now, we must choose between that which we know and that which we have yet to learn. We gotta go for the cave cultists, it's the only thing we know for sure. Seconded, for reasons. No way, I vote library, I want to do some research. You just want to see if your book is there. You have a book? What's it called? Punching and Seasoning! Truly inspirational. I agree with Jeff. There is no greater power than knowledge of your foes. Plus, I don't think it's a red herring. Reed wouldn't do that to us. No metagaming! What's metagaming? Don't worry about it. It would seem our party is split. Darkwing, what say you? Library. I choose the library. It's not much help if we don't learn more.
Oh, darn.
It's okay. Maybe we'll meet a hot librarian.
The magical forge pumps hot as the airship begins soaring. As you break above the clouds, you're struck by the fact that everything is quiet.
Maybe it's a little too quiet.
He always says that.
That. And gaping maw.
Okay. You notice on the horizon a dot. What do you want to do?
Here we go. I can taste the loot. Full steam ahead. Maybe we should try and use the sun to mask our approach? I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's just go.
Ahaha. Very good. Do you wish to approach head-on, or would you like to try and be sneaky about it?
Let's go head on. We should approach head on.
As the dot becomes larger and larger, the edges resolve into a shell. It's a huge floating nautilus.
I thought we were going to the library. Maybe this is it. How do we get inside? There doesn't seem to be an obvious entrance. Let's ram the ship into it. I prefer to keep my ship in one piece. Let's circle around and look for a way in. It's alive, so it must have, you know, an orifice somewhere. Very normal thing to say, Jeff. What do you think, Faye? What do you normally do in situations like this? We debate options for most of the session.
As you debate, you feel a massive vibration emanate from the nautilus. A voice speaks in your mind.
Who doth approach my lair of secrets? Is we, O great protector, the...
Shoot, what did we name our group again?
We just changed it.
Well, our old name was the Forlorn Corn Mourners.
Lest old corny from our first session be forgotten.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah, but we got bored of that. Now it's Havoc Union. That one was my idea.
I like the last one. I do like Havoc and the causing of Havoc. It is we, the Havoc Union. We keep seeking knowledge of Braxis and the cult of Kep. And any hotties that might live inside you. And any good books on both fighting and food, hailed by reviewers as an insightful... Ah, Braxis. I have seen as many a Dark Lord rise and fall. I have floated upon these winds for millennia. These cataclysms are nothing new. Hi. What did you say your name was? My name is, it's written on a sheet somewhere. Yes, your name! Tell us your name! Hi, can I tell a funny story that just happened to me in Goodbye Volcano High? Well, you already did, so might as well. There was GVH out, and a person in chat came in. Oh, okay, so you're streaming it. Thought the people liked this game only ironically, because that game has furries, and so they started to play this game out of curiosity. On the next day, they like changed their profile pictures to Fang and said, "I love the soundtrack of this game, 11 out of 10. Oh gosh, that's so awesome. It's super funny when someone likes something ironically and then finds that it's actually really amazing unironically. We're happy that we've inadvertently introduced it to a lot of people because it's definitely an indie game under a lot of folks' radar. Even some furries. Almost everyone we know is a furry. But not everyone we know knew about this game. We've been waiting for it for years. So very much at sight. The fact that we're playing it only once a week at a time has been agonizing, but having our streams sectioned off like Toonami or something has been really helping with the whole variety thing, and it gives us something to look forward to every week. So I'm very much enjoying it. I love this game. Thank you for sharing your story, Flower Heart. I'm glad that a lot of people are loving it. To me, this is the second coming of Night in the Woods, basically. Yes, your name! Tell us your name! Surely being so ancient as you would have a name. My name, of course. Let me find it. We'll just call you Naughty the Nautilus. Oh, I like that. Oh, fine, my name is Naughty. Oh, great, Naughty. How do we get inside thee?
Yeah. Okay, not something I expected to hear tonight.
Within my hallowed hollows lies great knowledge, but to enter you must provide me with something delicious. I have a taste for personality. I'm starved for content, some might say. I'm a gourmand.
The Nautilus winks at you.
Is that supposed to mean something? He's giving us a hint. Some say the way you describe yourself is the spice of life.
The Nautilus winks twice.
Is he?
He's not flirting with you.
There's always at least one person in the D&D group who's like, ooh, let's be naughty. Which, you know, valid. They found this game from meme of Goodbye Volcano High having much higher community score than Starfield. Wait, what's a community score? That's not like a... Do you mean like a Metacritic score? Like that? Though I wouldn't be surprised. I hear Starfield is glitchy as hell, and it doesn't do anything new if you're used to Bethesda games. We're not used to Bethesda games, so we might find it entertaining, but we also feel weird about supporting Bethesda, considering what they did to one of the trans woman who was working for Bethesda on Starfield and got fired and had her medical care held over her head, and they were trying to use it to force her to sign an NDA so she wouldn't be able to talk about the abuse she suffered. So it kind of feels bad. I'm sure not everyone who worked on Starfield is like a transphobe or anything, but it definitely leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and it's already a game that like a lot of people are criticizing for a lot of reasons, so I don't feel a very strong pull to play it. I'd much rather be playing Goodbye Volcano High. Yeah, Metacritic. Gosh, I haven't checked Metacritic scores in forever. I guess I don't usually. When we want to see if people like a game, we usually find someone Twitch streaming it. Or a video essay on YouTube, maybe. Okay, sure, let's see. They call me Ali, the decadent maestro of trouble and sin. The ladies love me, and my plans always win. There's none in the world like me. Oh, you best watch out or I'll obliterate your shins.
The Nautilus opens its gaping maw.
There it is, gaping maw!
And consumes Ollie with one bite.
Nailed it! Oh, this game has vor.
Begins.
Vor. And did I mention vor? The pain begins. Wait, what?
You feel yourself being chewed up as you take 14 bludgeoning damage. The Nautilus spits you out.
That was most unsatisfying. Who else will approach? Oh, give me a break, come on! You, Dark One, what do you have to say about yourself? Okay, Naughty, how about this? Previously a student, I now find myself cursed. I turn my grace to the dark arts to quench my thirst. My memories are lost, and now I fear the worst. A most intriguing taste, One I shall ponder for a while. Enter, Dark One.
The gaping, large mouth of the Nautilus opens and you walk inside.
I can't believe I took damage and Faye was fine. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll take a bunch of damage in an even dumber way.
Anyway, shelves of books line a wavy tongue-like floor. Immediately in front of you is a beautiful wooden counter, and a large gold leaf book is perched on top of it. As you approach, the book leaps off the counter and levitates in front of you.
Well, hello there, travelers. Welcome to the Library of the Ages. My name is Dewey. What can I help you with? At least you remembered your name, Dewey. We're looking for information on Braxis and the Cataclysm. Ah, yes, we have information on every unspeakable horror. I'm sure we have the book you are looking for. Great, just point us to where we go and we'll be on our way. Oh, I'm sorry there, pal. I must accompany you in your search. I wouldn't want your soul to be rent in twain, or your essence to be trapped in a tome for eternity. Is there a card catalog? That's me! Of course, this library is so lame. I began rifling through the shelves. Same. Remember, taking books out without a library card is an affront to all that is holy and good. It's not that hard. Just get a library card. Okay, I highlighted one so far. That's another one. Oh, it's getting windy outside. Nice. Ethical forbidden arts? It feels like this might pressure me into making a startup. Let's put it back. Damn, this game got quips for days. Frenzied. It's Berserk! It's literally just Berserk! It's literally just Berserk! It's just Berserk! It's honestly just Berserk. Oh, Frenzy is a classic. I want a sword like Guns. Yes. I don't get it. Maybe there's something I missed? Oh, that's cute. I wonder if it's if they're literally just referencing the game Myst with that one. Ritual casting for blockheads. Looks like baby's first spell book. Well, I'm on my third spell book. I'm big. Oh yeah, it's definitely Berserk. The character was even named Gunts. Hooked on tonics. I'm dead. Oh gosh. You know this game is gay because it's pushed to the brim with puns. A must-have for tonic and potion enthusiasts out there. Hooked on Tonics, Volume 5. I love you. 10 essential habits for the beginner oracle. Oh, I thought it was gonna be 10 habits for, what was it 10 healthy habits for highly effective teens? Which was written by the person who wrote what was it, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It might still be a reference to that. Not super big into self-help. Maybe just a little bit on the side, as a treat. I can't see how this book will be useful in the future, but maybe that's because I haven't read it yet. Oh, really? Nothing else? Oh, that was pretty great, and I did get a laugh. Here's cosplay tips for Eldritch Truths. Here's an idiot's guide to plants you shouldn't eat unless you're into that sort of thing. Oh! The Necronomicon! I bet this is what we've been looking for.
Hey guys, I'm gonna stuff the Necronomicon into my bag.
Wait, no. Didn't you hear what Dewey said?
Go ahead and roll your dice.
That's a 1.
Now look what you did. He's grinning.
Dewey stops suddenly.
Whoa, 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 buddy. Did you just place a book in your bag, obstructing it from my vision? You don't even have a library card.
Dewey grows and begins shredding his dust cover. Suddenly, it bellows.
I am Desi. Prepare to meet your fate.
Alright, you're entering combat.
Well, if we kill it, we can take all the books we want. The Necronomicon. Thank you. Roll for initiative. Nine. Oops, not so great.
And Linnea, you're at the top of the initiative. However, Desi got a natural 20 and actually gets an attack in before you.
Oof.
Desi swipes at Faye for 18 damage. Oof. And he screams something about eating you for stealing books.
I will eat you for stealing the knowledge of the Great Ones. Ow! You said we could look at the books. We're not stealing. I bonk him on the head with my staff for 6 damage.
Oh, you try. But he swoops out of the way and trips you, sending you sprawling and taking an attack of opportunity on you for 10 damage.
Linnea! Nothing is working. If only there were some cool tunes to eat you to. Oh. Ollie! Ollie, aren't you like a musician or something? Oh, I'm gonna use a serenade on Desi.
Amazing. Yeah, it works really well. Congratulations, you solved my library puzzle. Desi shrinks down back into Dewey.
Oh, Dewey Decimal System! Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's a plural system! It's a Dewey Decimal System! Get it? Puns everywhere I look. Puns all over the shop. Sorry there for blowing my stacks. Here, take these library cards. You can check out that book. Just like that? We're all good? Yep. Just don't forget to return them. You wouldn't want to see our late fees. Is that a threat? Sure is, buddy.
So, you all spend some time leafing through ancient tomes with Dewey. According to what you dig up, you can either travel to the Temple in the Sands and search for an ancient artifact said to possess the power of the gods, or you can head to the swamp for the Blightbane Axe, the fabled god killer.
God killer, God killer, God killer, God killer. Kids love killing God. I wrote a paper about it.
Also, Jeff, you notice there is an ancient recipe scribbled in the margin for chocolate chip cookies.
Yes, yes, yes! Well, it was a wonderful journey finding that book with all of you. Please stay a while, it gets quite lonely here. Yeah, sorry dude, we have to pause. Let's head back out the airship.
As you approach the exit, you notice that it's completely closed off.
What? Ah yes, the Nautilus is awake. The Epilotus will block your passage until it slumbers. When is nap time? Somewhere between 2 and 4. We can rest until then, easy. 1,000 years. We're going to have so much fun together. Just wait until you hear my century-long version of the Song of Thom Bombard. Hey Ollie, little help with this? Oh, hell yes. I cast Soothing Voice and start to sing a lullaby. I join in on the backing track. Gently, quietly. What song are you playing? It's an acoustic rendition of Puke Factory. I love Puke Factory. Everybody loves Puke Factory.
Suddenly, Naughty trembles, falling into a deep slumber. There is a snore, and then a crescendo of air being expelled, and you're launched out, landing unceremoniously on the vagrant.
See? Orifice. See ya, Naughty. Oh, we went to the Flyberry.
You all land on the deck, but don't even have a moment to celebrate. Celeste and Sid are bound by some kind of spell, and behind them stands Kef.
Don't give him what he wants. No. Please. Give him what he wants. Oh my god, it's Kev! Do something, Mina! So, you hostage take here often? You're too late, you sniveling worms. The seal has been broken. The cataclysm is hurling towards us, bearing down on our future like an arrow flying true, piercing the single spot of vulnerable flesh upon a dragon's hide. That's a good line, actually. Nice, Faye. Before you continue, I have a question for you. What? Are you seeing someone? I'm asking for a friend. Silence! I'm the one asking the questions. You, the one touched by darkness. Is he talking to me? You have potential. Join the cult of Final Days. Broxus rewards his followers richly. We can make you famous. You can fulfill your wildest dreams. Wait, why are you asking them? I'm the one that sees past your tough exterior. What do you say? Never! Betray my friends? Fuck you! We don't have time for this. I charge in. I swipe at his leg. 7 damage.
That hits.
I want to cast Thorn Skin on whoever's attacking next. Me, I use my now thorn-covered spoon to hit him in the butt.
Okay. Faye, you're up next.
Spanking. I'll lurk now because I need to work. Have a nice rest of your stream. Thank you so much for lurking, Ansley, and thanks for coming by. I hope you have a good day at work. A 9 again? Alright, my scythe does 9 slashing damage.
Linnea, a swirling mist starts to surround you, and you feel disoriented. Roll to save.
Oh, that's a 1.
You hear Kef's voice filling your head, and turn on Faye, attacking them. Any response, Faye?
Go after Kef again. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Sits. I run forward and attack him as hard as I can. Ugh. You'll regret the day you turned down my offer.
Faye, you are hit with a blast of psychic pain, and you fall to your knees.
No! Let's get him. Double attack! Ah! I cast Clarify on Faye, which helped them shake off the attack. Oh no, guys, I rolled really bad again. I don't think I can hit Kep this turn.
Yeah. No, that doesn't hit. Linnea.
Me neither.
Faye, it's back to you. Kef is looking pretty banged up, but so do you.
I can do this. Please roll well, please roll well, please roll well, please roll well. 18! Nice! 18!
Faye, you land the final blow. How do you want to finish this?
I don't know what that means.
You get to describe the ending!
Wait. Can I try to spare him?
You approach him and offer him his life. He looks at you, fire surging behind his eyes. He says nothing, and then jumps backward into open air.
Does he do a backflip?
Yes, he does a backflip. 2 of them. It's pretty sweet.
Sick.
Well, there he goes. But it seems you have 2 choices. We can travel to the Ocean of Sand in search of a long-forgotten temple, where we may be lost forever, but it's also an ancient homeland of my people.
Sure.
Or you can enter the misty mangroves, filled with vile creatures driven mad by the swamp, where we might find a badass weapon.
And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Cool! I love LNL. Also, the big bad is definitely inspired by like an Avatar firebender.
So, that was LNL. What do you think, Fang?
I now have exactly 1 nerd interest.
We'll make a dork out of you yet.
We're flowing tabletop gamer energy into you as we speak.
Through your orifice.
Well, time to feed the wormy. That was epic.
Super epic.
Do you think it worked?
Hard to say.
Right. Guess we'll see. Well, thanks again. That was really cool. And now I know what you're thinking about between all of your drum solos.
Oh, perfect moment to pause. Also, I had a same chat discussion, after which I have an important question. What is the name for Life is Strange Lakes? I consider games like Life is Strange to be in the same genre as stuff like Monkey Island, except it has more of a narrative focus than the weird problem-solving focus of other games. So I tend to call them adventure games or choose your own adventure games, personally. It's an interesting prospect. It's quite normal for a game to popularize a genre while not necessarily inventing it, and I'm sure as heck that Life is Strange did not invent the wheel. Although I think for us, first contact with the genre, how Life is Strange has it, would probably be the Telltale Walking Dead games. And on that topic, I think the Telltale games were at one point, especially before the studio shut down, considered like kind of the cutting edge of that genre, to the point where I wouldn't have been surprised if people back then would have called them Telltale likes. At least that was a kind of the perspective I was coming from when we first found Life is Strange. It was like, oh look, it's like Walking Dead. Both Night in the Woods and Goodbye Volcano High fall under it. I definitely agree that that Night in the Woods and Goodbye Volcano High are like sibling games. Like they're amazing, and that's just me being biased. They're good, yes. What I mean is, in terms of like mechanics, the focus on music, the kind of narrative focus, the coming of ageness, making narrative decisions and stuff. I do like how Night in the Woods is also subtly a platformer. I've heard some people calling Night in the Woods a walking simulator. I wouldn't necessarily agree, but it definitely has elements that remind me of it for sure. Interactive stories about coming into adulthood. Oh, if you want to be that, well, actually, I think Telltale's The Walking Dead actually does fall into that even more so then. Although, as far as I know, it's not queer, even though there are a few queer characters in Telltale's Walking Dead. After the first season, it does literally follow a protagonist who grows throughout the story. I guess it still follows her, but in the first season, she was a supporting character as opposed to the main character. If anything, Clementine is a lot like Ellie in that way, where the first Last of Us is kind of like an origin story for Ellie. The first season of Telltale's Walking Dead is sort of does the same thing for Clementine. Very cool. Though the second season of Telltale's Walking Dead is probably still my favorite, although I honestly haven't actually played the fourth one, so I still need to finish it. We definitely will do that at some point. Maybe I'll make up my own genre term with blackjack and hookers. I'm not a huge fan of genre terms that are that basically take the name of a popular game in the genre and attach like to the end of it. Which, you know, happens with like Souls likes and stuff like that. And to a lesser degree, Metroidvanias, though Metroidvania is a mashup, and I do enjoy that. Although I don't know what I would rename Metroidvanias if I was gonna go for something totally non-referential. I'll certainly have to think about it though. Thanks for following, Flower Heart. Your future will be filled with happiness and sadness, and maybe adulthood. Dun, 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 dun. Trauma. We saw a video essay recently that was talking about a genre or basically a genre of film that is kind of like, as opposed to a genre that people are actively making, like, oh, I want to make a game in this genre. It's like a genre kind of formulated through people who appreciate art and are seeing the patterns in a lot of like movies especially, and have decided to group them together under a certain genre banner. The genre is called what was it called? It was like Good for Her. Good for Her genre movies are cinema that have a femme protagonist who pushes against oppression in some way, be it systemic or personal, and especially like forms of dehumanization, and comes out the other end of it to some degree liberated. There are certain movies that have elements of it and brush against this idea, like Gone Girl, but because Gone Girl kind of doesn't have a liberatory aspect to it and more has like a more revenge and kind of like festering in your own like toxicity aspect to its conclusion, it wouldn't necessarily count. But stuff like Kiki's Delivery Service, a lot of horror movies, although I can't think of one off the top of my head that I would necessarily call it Good for Her film. Although the first Jurassic World has some Good for Her elements. One of the major films that a lot of people are saying is like is a quintessential Good for Her film would be Knives Out, which is awesome and amazing. If you haven't seen it, you totally should. Also the new Invisible Man, the Invisible Man remake, which has a lot to do with abuse and like rape culture, I guess. In the same way that people have like ended up coining a genre term based on a feeling that you get while watching it, I might want to do that for, you know, things like Life is Strange and Night in the Woods and Goodbye Volcano High, because I think it would actually be a kind of cool way to spin it. I'm super annoyed that people start to rant about long-term created games. Like, people, do you want quality games or fast-made games? I think that comes from the media landscape that we're in right now. Like, even though we love indie games and we play way more indie games than we'll ever play AAA games, especially at this point in our life, we feel that because there's so much oversaturation in gaming, especially if you're willing to like look into small projects and look into like what people are doing in especially like fandom spaces and especially like modding scenes, especially like total conversion mods and stuff like that. There's a lot to see that is kind of overshadowed greatly by the AAA sphere. And I think a lot of people are conditioned because of AAA gaming, especially, and sometimes even very well-known indies, that it doesn't take a whole lot to create a great game. That it doesn't take a whole long time. The fact that like certain turnarounds are like 3 years or whatever is actually kind of on the low end. I think actually bringing up Starfield again, there was an interview with like the head of Bethesda, where they mentioned that like, oh, it's been in development for 3 years, but that's misleading because it actually that doesn't count pre-production. Like thinking about like not even going as far as, oh, when I first had the idea in my head, like starting to like write down story, starting to figure out what you want to do with it visually, doing all the like prep work is also really, really important. And a lot of games will have a much longer development time if you would consider that. Some of our favorite games have ended up being games that had a really long development cycle, like Amori, for example. 8 years, I believe. A lot of amazing games have those kind of limitations, especially because a lot of indie darlings are, of course, made by small or solo devs. I think it comes to the territory, unfortunately, with the internet and everything, that we want everything now, go, 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 go. So it's certainly frustrating, and I share that frustration heart. And I don't have a lot of hope for like the overall gaming community, but like there are nice alcoves of folks, not even all super indie lovers, who appreciate all the work that goes into games and are totally fine waiting. What is it that the Nintendo man said? I remember the Nintendo man is famous for a quote. I'll have to paraphrase it. It's something like, more time can make a game good, and crunch will always make a game worse. Something like that. Something to that effect. And I think that that's really true. And a lot of times when we play a game and we're noticing a lot of bugs, especially really early on, and a lot of missteps, we're just like, this could have taken more time to cook. But also, especially in like this oversaturated AAA sphere, it's now been super normalized to release a half-finished game, not even necessarily in early access, and just work on it over time and try to garner a reputation of, oh, it came out like shit, but it's good now. Like Cyberpunk 2077, or what was it, No Man's Sky, or even Fallout 76, which from what I can tell might still actually be really bad, or at the very least mid. Good games take time. Yeah. I mean, good art takes time, just in general. But there's always this rush for relevance and stuff. And unless you have a well-established audience already, it can feel like your work is dying on the vine and no one will ever see it. A game that we actually had started playing like 2 years ago that we really want to return to eventually, or I guess start back over, was a game that took the developer 9 fucking years. And it feels like no one knows about it. 9 or 12 years. Solo dev. And it's like a old school, like, could have been on like the NES, I think, visually at least, turn-based RPG. And it has furries in it, so I like that. Not all the characters are furries though. And it's neat. It's called what is it called? I know that someone might think that this doesn't inspire confidence in the game being good if I don't remember the name, but we have bad memory, and it's been like 2 years. Oh, Vikings of Midgard. It's called Vikings of Midgard, and it's totally free. There are so many games that are amazing and have a lot of love and work put into them, and they're like $10, or $5, or $3, or free. And it's just amazing the amount of work that people do, and they just want people to play it, and they don't necessarily want to make money from it. Unless they have to, because they'll die because capitalism. But, that's kind of a whole nother conversation. Also, cool thing I noticed, that Double Fine and Co-op were a bit connected. Oh, really? That's really interesting. I wonder how many dev studios are like Co-op, because other than them and Future Club, I don't know of any game development studios that are like shared developer owned, because unionization is important, and the overarching game industry is really resisting it, and it's really insulated itself from unionization for a really long time, which is really unfortunate and kind of funny that this is coming up right now and why it's so important, considering the writer strike right now. They helped to publish one of Co-op's games. Oh, really? Which one? Was it the I forgot what it was called. Like, it started with a G, and the like game cover is like a big head with like a city on it or something. We don't know a lot about the other games that this studio has made. They only came into our purview because of Goodbye Volcano High. Gnog. Yeah, that one. I didn't know that. Double Fine are good beans as far as I can tell. Still need to get around to playing Psychonauts 2. Students, as a reminder, pets are not allowed on school grounds. Please refrain from bringing them to class. It's funny to think about that there probably are lots of real-world high schools, and probably colleges too, that literally have their own Ets accounts. Weird. Hey, sorry I bailed so quick. Rose drove me, so... Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for helping me with Mango today. That's what Brent's friends are for. I'm always here to help. We're best buds. Right? But I'm glad that she's okay. I know I'm like all about bug stuff right now, but it's just really exciting to me. Feels like I'm onto something, you know? Something me. Yeah. I know that feeling. But we're still gonna totally blend Battle of the Bands. Swamp Babies? Psh! Back to the bog with ye! Rock on! I'm glad we get to do this together still. Duh! And now you're in our adventuring party. I gotta go hold on for dear life. Rosa is an extremely scary driver. Well, see you around. I mean, probably. Most likely? 80%. A cool 60. JK, 100.
You're welcome.
I could headbutt you. But a loving headbutt. Whoa, that passed so quickly. Heck. Well, that's episode 3, The Phantom Menace. So yeah, I only do one episode a week. We will find some time to do maybe a double dip 1 week, but can't double dip, get it? but it's nice to like cheat it out. I like the episodic games still exist, and I appreciate that a lot of episodic games now just sell themselves as a complete package and don't sell themselves in installments. Although we do need to get back to Cool Kid Cody eventually. The whole second season is out, and the developers already have the whole third season. Sorry, not the whole. Well, they have the whole third season already written out. I think. I think the first episode of season 3 is like feature complete ish. Oh, Flower Heart. Games in the genre that we were talking about, coming of age and stuff. Not a furry game, but Cool Kid Cody, I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Coming of age, and queerness. and people trying to make their way in the world under a really shitty system that reflects our own world in a really interesting way. Instead of what you would usually assume as like the dominant caste system with like just poor people and rich people, or you know, people of color and white people. It's cool people and losers. It's a really interesting world. Double Fine is actually helpful to the indie community. Like, even though Microsoft bought them, they're the ones that made Day of the Devs possible. Oh, really? Oh, Day of the Devs is so awesome. I forgot about that. I appreciate that there's some people with a little bit of clout looking out for the little guy. Oh, I installed this game because it looked really awesome. Sorry, very awesome. Yeah, mood. Right. Goodbye, Volcano High. Till next time.